Alright, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about when you can expect to get your top grossing stones on Global Dokkan, because of course we hit top grossing for the 9th year anniversary banners. I don't really think there was going to be a question of whether that was going to happen or not. The question mainly was, when the hell are we going to get it? Because as most of you know, Global likes to take an eternity to drop their top grossing stones, especially if you compare it to JP, which, you know, they get top grossing within a couple hours. Bam, you got the 30 stones in your box. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense, because on JP, it's a little easier. They just have to hit top grossing in that one region, and then they can instantly send the stones out to everyone. So it usually only takes like hours for them to get their stones after hitting top grossing. But on Global, of course, there's tons of different countries they got to calculate. So the way they do top grossing is a bit different. Instead of just 30 stones for when they hit top grossing, it's 7 stones per country that hits top grossing. So sometimes we get more stones than JP, sometimes less. It really just depends. But for 9th year anniversary, or just for anniversaries in general, we usually get around 100 stones. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what the number should be for 9th year anniversary, because I didn't look how many countries hit top grossing. But it's usually around 100 stones. Like, you can go back and look through anniversaries. The part 1 top grossing stone count is usually about 100. Is it going to be a little bit less? Maybe. A little bit more? Maybe. But I would expect about 2 multis worth of stones. So that definitely is very valuable. Of course, free stones, we always love that. Especially for my boys who got shafted for part 1. Don't worry, it's not over yet. I know you've been trying to save for part 2 now, but with these free 100 stones, you might be able to just do another multi or 2 on that Gogeta's banner or on that Broly's banner to just test your luck out. See if you can pull them on these last few multis. But part 2 banners, we're going to talk about this a little bit more later. Yeah, you definitely should be summoning for those, or saving for those, or thinking about saving for them within the next couple days, because, yeah, they're going to drop soon, and they're pretty crazy. But like I said, we'll talk about that here in a minute. So anyway, the release date of the stones, sorry, kind of yapped a little. I would expect to see them the 15th, so here in 4 days. Global usually likes to take about a week after the banner's dropping, or the banner's hitting top grossing, I guess, to get the top grossing stones. Is that an exact number? Do I know this for a fact? No. It could be 6 days, could be 8 days. I'm just saying 7 days because I feel like that's a really good medium for how long it normally takes. Like I said, they like to take a little bit, but it's not like crazy long. A week is usually like the furthest they would go, right? So the banners got top grossing, what, the 8th or like the 9th? So I would expect them the 15th or the 16th. Kind of does suck because that's going to be next week, next Monday or Tuesday. I mean, it's a little bit of time, but again, it's 100 stones and then all this other crap right here. I mean, whether you need this or not just depends on your box. Me personally, I could absolutely use the medals right here, which I guess it might not be these things specifically because this is from 8th year anniversary, but I would expect to get a lot of these rewards, like, you know, hidden potential orbs, some of the 9th year anniversary medals, maybe a sticker, character slots, Zenny, just basic stuff like that. So, of course, that's going to be very valuable as well, but mainly the stones is what we want, because part 1 banners, and then here in a couple weeks, part 2 banners. Now, the part 2 banners, I would say, are better than the part 1 banners, but if you want Gogeta, if you want Broly, spending the stones that you get for top grossing, I don't think would be completely wasted if you spent them on those banners instead. However, if you're done with your multis, if you're done with your summons for the part 1 banners, you're content with your summons, whether they were good or bad, or you just really want to save for part 2, then I recommend saving for part 2. Because right here we got Beast Gohan's banner. Beast Gohan, he's good, man. I'm trying to think of where to start. Guard, damage reduction, raising defense for multiple turns, great leader skill, great active skill, really good link set, a ton of categories, works well with a lot of the best units in the game. Yeah, I mean, he's a good support. Like, there's not much he doesn't have. He's good defensively, good offensively, makes everybody else good. And for players who are new or have been playing for a long time, this guy's going to be great for your box. That's really all I can say, because I'm not going to go into, you know, specifics of what this guy does. This is going to be like a 30-minute video if I do that. So if you want to read through his kit, you can just pause right here and look at it. But he's absolutely insane. By far and away, the best unit on Global Dokkan when he drops. Krillin and 18, a decent support unit. They're like the Int Frieza, but they support superheroes, and they've got dodge instead of damage reduction. That's pretty much their deal. So they're decent, but not as valuable as the Frieza, because of course, you know, supporting something like super bosses is more important than supporting something like superheroes. Blue Goku and Vegeta, most of you know their deal. They're pretty decent, but once you fuse into Vegito, they're really good. We got a GT Duo. They're absolutely insane with that revive. And then, of course, the standby that's going to hit like a nuke because they're stacking attack. They've got damage reduction as well. They're a really good support once they go into the standby. So, between everything they're doing, they're very valuable. Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, they can be kind of good. Monkeys can still be pretty solid. 6-year anniversary LRs on the same level as Beast Gohan with their EZA, which they are going to be getting in Part 3. So, right when these banners drop, they're not going to be insane, but just give it a couple weeks, and then they're going to be great. Go Bros, meh. Physical Piccolo, meh. But mainly Beast Gohan, GT Duo, 6-year anniversary LRs. Those are some very top tier options. And even Blue Goku and Vegeta can be good, like I said, once they fuse. So Beast Gohan's banner, it's good, man. It's very good. And then we got the Gamma's banner. A little bit better than Gogeta's banner. So just comparing it to the other Carnival LR banner, this one's better. But it's still not as insane as like the Dokkan Fest banners, I would say. Gamma's, very good unit. I like them. I don't think they have many issues. I would say maybe for the first couple turns, they might not be the craziest, but overall, I would say they're very good, especially with the standby into Gamma 1, or I guess Gamma 2, and then you go into Gamma 1. And then we got Future Gohan right here. He's still really good. We got Kai Goku and Birdku. I kind of lump these guys in the same category, or like the same type of unit, I guess you could say, just because they're very similar in terms of their design. They're stacking guard units. So this Goku has guaranteed guard for the first 6 turns, and he's stacking. This guy gets guard when his HP is like 50% or more, and he's stacking defense. So both of them can be good as the fight goes on, but of course for the first like 5 turns, yeah, they're going to struggle. So be careful with them, but they are still somewhat useful, especially if you want to bring them type advantage in a difficult event. We got Bulma. I don't care what you say. I think Bulma's still one of the best units in the game. She's insane. Fuse Zamasu, he can be good on like a Zamasu and a Goku Black team. He's not going to link with the other LR Zamasu, but still, he's a pretty valuable unit for slot 2 and 3. Same thing with this guy. A lot of damage, pretty solid defense. On a full Goku Black and Zamasu team, he can be good. And then some of the featured SSRs down here are pretty impressive as well. This Trunks, damage reduction, raising defense for multiple turns. He's going to fit very good on a lot of Future Saga teams. Same thing with this guy, except for not Future Saga teams. I guess like Realm of Gods teams and stuff like that. But he's raising defense for multiple turns, and he's got damage reduction. Yeah, this guy's not really that impressive, but he's the best nuking lead for physical. So if you still haven't done like the Hercules punching bag event, he's got some value right there. And then, of course, you got unfeatured LRs, Golden Frieza, Super Buu, the Frieza in 17 who get their EZA for Tanabata, the Team Universe 7 who get their EZA for Tanabata as well. You got LRUI Goku, you got, where's Broly, Chi-Lan, Lemo? Yeah, right here, Broly, Chi-Lan, Lemo, who obviously both EZA for 9th year anniversary. So there's a lot of good unfeatured LRs, and there's some pretty crazy featured LRs. So this is not a bad banner, and it's just something I wanted to point out because with these top grossing stones, which again, probably going to be around 100, you could either summon for your Part 1 banners, but you know, you could also save for these banners. Just wanted to throw that out there. So I guess that pretty much has been the video. Let me know what you're going to be doing with your top grossing stones, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.